Hi everyone! So the last few days has been quite the interesting experience. I don't know how many of my normal followers have seen what's been going on, but I just wanted to clear some things up and explain a few things and kind of explain what's going on in general. And yeah, for anyone who is actually interested in hearing what I have to say, thank you for being here. Blessings. For anyone who isn't and is just wanting to hate, also blessings to you. Honestly, no hard feelings. I understand. We've all got a lot going on and it is what it is. And yeah, so blessings to everyone watching. So here's the general idea of what's been happening. I set up a GoFundMe probably about a week ago-ish, and it was to fund my traveling and along the way help people. And it's a passion of mine. Anyone who knows me or has watched my videos previously to this whole thing knows that I'm very much passionate about self-love, empowerment, really honoring anyone who comes into my space and wanting to really just help them see the beauty within themselves. And so that's what I love doing, whether I'm getting paid for it or not. It's just kind of what I do. I just love people, honestly. And so was my idea. I went to Australia for a year. I had a work visa. It was beautiful. I met loads of amazing people. It's my home. I feel America's not really my home anymore. I feel that I really want to be in Australia. I love the earth. I love the people there. It's lovely. So obviously I want to go back, but it's a lot of money to get back there. And so yeah, I thought I'd start a GoFundMe for traveling, something really simple to kind of offset any other money I was making. So I thought, hey, it's a cool idea. It's a website where people raise money. Awesome. And so I put it out there. I said, hey, I like helping people. This is my YouTube channel. I put out videos. I put out stuff on Instagram. If I have helped you in any way and you would like to fund my GoFundMe for my travels, here's a place to do it. Just kind of like a, hey, oh, thank you so much. Here's $5. Nothing more than that. That was the whole plan. Definitely not something to just live off of, but something to help in me making money. Because I put out videos and I'm not really making a lot of money through YouTube yet. And I do have a Patreon. But yeah, it's just really slow. I have a very small subscriber base who I adore. But yeah, I just thought, hey, this is a really easy way so people don't have to give every month like in Patreon. It's just like one quick thing, be like, hey, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. Obviously it's not necessary, but I was just like, hey, it'd be a great place to kind of have like a bubble so I can, maybe create some, money through what I like putting out in general. That was literally the whole plan. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll make a video, it'll be really cool, maybe my subscribers will give me a little money, maybe I'll make a few $100s, awesome, it'll be great. And I can keep doing what I'm doing, and maybe you'll, help me buy groceries or something. I don't know, that was my whole plan, that was about it. The $10,000 mark was honestly just so I wouldn't have to change it. So I could just say, here's this big goal, and that would be amazing if I got that amount of money, that'd be like unbelievable. And kind of like when like a person who's like starting a business is like, I'm gonna write $1 million check out to myself, and then they put it on their wall and they go, I'm gonna make this money. It's kind of like that. That was like the general idea. That is a general amount of money. I actually need around more like $4,000 to actually get back to Australia. And then I was like, oh, if I have this other money, maybe I can go to some other countries, maybe help some people out. I love connecting with people and really talking to people. I have a series called Soul Journey Interviews. I really love getting to know people and understanding their perspectives because it helps me grow, but then I'm putting it out to show other people just different ways of living, and I thought that'd be really cool. So that was the general idea. However, apparently people took it the wrong way because I got so much hate. It's been ridiculous. Like, my campaign has actually gone viral. I'm getting messages every few minutes saying how horrible of a person I am, that I'm mooching off of people, and I'm just like, oh my god, what just happened? Like, I was shocked to the point of where I had to take down my social media, and it was getting really crazy. And I remember I remember this happened a few days ago. I told my best friend, I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually really happy this is happening to me and not someone who like literally couldn't handle it emotionally, because it's been really, really intense. And I would feel really bad for someone who wasn't in a good emotional space, because holy crap, the internet's a scary place. I've always seen it as something very loving because all my followers have been very supportive and loving, and I was like, oh, this will be so beautiful. It's a win-win for everyone. I'm putting out content. They can help me out. Awesome. And wow, not the response I got. So that's been interesting. I even had someone contact me because they wanted to write an article on me, and I was like, okay, I have nothing to hide. Cool, whatever, can't hurt. Since this has gotten so much traction though, and I actually have been making money unexpectedly, I've decided that if we reach $5,000, I'm gonna donate to a charity of your choosing. So if you would like to comment down below what charity you think I should give the money to, I would love to hear from you. And the one that gets the most votes will, I'll send it to them. It'll be awesome. I'm really excited about that. So to all the people who have been upset and sending me hate and stuff, obviously most of you probably won't see this, but I wanted to put it out there to clarify what's going on and to just maybe put some people at ease. I don't know. I know probably whatever I say isn't going to help the people who genuinely just either want to hate or really just have a mistrust of people, but I want to put it out for my own benefit so that anyone who is interested in actually knowing where I'm coming from, I can say, there it is, here's the information. So first of all, I wanted to clarify about GoFundMe. It is not just a charity site. I know a lot of people put stuff up there for charities, which is amazing, and obviously if you feel that's more important than what I'm doing, of course, give to charity, like 100%. Yeah, of course. I have no issue with that at all. In fact, do that. But in the help section of GoFundMe, it literally says, we are a place where people raise money for pretty much anything. This is pretty much anything. I love the world and I want to see it. I don't see my country as being my home. I see the world as being my home, and I want to explore that and really learn more about all the people in the world, because I think the way we can really grow as people is to understand other people in many perspectives, and that's really important to me. And then again, through my channel, share that with other people who maybe can't go traveling or haven't been able to, or just need that little, oh wow, yeah, that makes total sense moment. And so that's what I want to do. But to clarify some things that people have been asking about, I thought I'd just put it here. I'm not saying that my trip is more important than someone who needs medical help or someone who needs support because someone has passed. Obviously, those people are in desperate need of help, and I'm guessing they're probably going to raise more money than I am, just because we all have different things we're doing, and that's amazing, and it's awesome that everyone's putting out their dreams and aspirations, and I think that's great. I think everyone should do that. You know, just putting it out there. You know, asking isn't a crime, and giving isn't a crime, and you know, if you don't resonate with what someone's doing, don't donate. That, of course, that makes complete sense. But yeah, so people have been asking some questions, so I thought I would explain them. Okay, so everyone keeps saying, get a job, / why aren't you using your own money? I will explain this. I have had many jobs over the years. I love working. I really actually do. Anyone who knows me will tell you that I kind of am a workaholic when I'm like in that mode. Like I really, really enjoy it. In fact, 2 years ago, before I left for Australia, I was working 3 jobs. I was working at a children's summer theater. I was working in a really cute like kitchen shop, and I was also working in like a hippie clothing store, and I just loved it. It was the best thing ever, and I really enjoyed it. It's actually how I saved up a lot of money to go to Australia the first time. So I love that. But I just got back from Australia, and where I live, it's winter, and it's kind of a tourist area, and kind of like the whole area. And in winter, it's really hard to get a job in this area. And now I'm aware that there's like waitressing jobs and things like that, but I actually have some physical conditions that make it not possible for me to do stuff that's... There was drumming happening downstairs. That's exciting. Oh, it stopped. Okay. I have a back injury, and I also have a hip injury that makes it hard for me to be on my feet for long periods of time. So, but like retail or anything like that, like I can do that, and I love doing that. But because it's slow this time of year, a lot of people aren't hiring. So I have been going out, I have been looking, but I haven't been here for a year, and I'm actually in a different place than I was before. So it's definitely been hard getting a job. I'm actually living in my friend's house for a few weeks so I can actually get work, because I wanted to move closer to somewhere that had more work. So I'm in the process of doing that right now. As you can see, it's pretty scarce because, well, I don't have a lot of stuff with me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm literally sleeping on an air mattress and looking for work. So believe me, that is something I am working on. People have been asking about my other streams of income. I have an Etsy shop and stuff like that. If you look, I only have 6 sales, and that's just, Etsy is so big and it's a lot going on. I've actually sold more stuff, like personally, to people I know. And obviously that's not enough money to hold me afloat, so I've put that out there because I like creating and I like making money through the stuff I do, and that's really awesome. So, but it's definitely not enough to support me. And people have been asking about my trip to Byron. They said, oh, it looks like you have a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. I was actually in Sydney at the time, and my mom came to visit me because I was gone for a year. And I actually wasn't going to go with her to Byron because I didn't have the money. I was saving up for a ticket to come back to the States. And so my mom was like, hey, but I'm in Australia, I want you to come with me. And I wanted to go to the Crystal Castle so bad. It was like a total dream of mine. So she paid for the trip, and I was so thankful, and it was like one of the best parts of my entire trip to Australia. So it was amazing, and it was really lovely that she did that for me. And I got to spend time with her. Obviously, I hadn't seen her for like 8 or 9 months, and it was lovely. So that trip was actually given to me. So thank you, Mommy. People have also been asking like how I'm actually helping people. And a lot of my work has been personal one-on-one stuff. I worked in a crystal shop in Australia where I was a life coach, and people would come in. I helped a woman who was very suicidal. I helped a lot of people just like in a lot of little ways. I helped a woman who was going through some bad relationship stuff. So it was just really one-on-one stuff. I really enjoy that a lot. And the one woman who was suicidal actually said, she's like, wow, like you're one of the first people who's actually gotten through to me. And she came in like every day to talk to me after that, and it was like really, really lovely, and beautiful woman, love her. And so yeah, so a lot of one-on-one. I also do a lot on the phone, but I also put out my videos, and I put out my stuff on Instagram. And even though I don't have a huge subscriber base, the subscribers I have and the people on Instagram who follow me have really shown a lot of positive response. Like I get messages all the time saying thank you so much, or you inspired me to travel, or you inspired me to help people, or whatever it is. And so I'm like, wow, that's so cool. And I enjoy doing that in general because I like helping people. So I thought, hey, I put this out. They all know I want to go back to Australia. They all know I want to do this stuff. So maybe if there's someone who has $5 or whatever, like they just be willing to chip in. And so that was the general idea. As for helping people when I'm not traveling, like I said just before, I like helping wherever I go. So I have meditation groups. I like talking to people and getting involved in the general area as well. But the problem is I don't actually have a car. So my travel distance where I live is very limited. But now that I actually have money coming in, I'd like to do some stuff in New York and in Boston, Australia, and even in places like India or Africa, or really anywhere that needs help. I think that's really beautiful. And in my own hometown, like I think that's, there's people are people no matter where they are, and if they're in need, it doesn't matter where they are, they just need help, and I think that's, wherever is awesome. So, but giving money to a charity is beautiful and awesome, but I actually want to get involved with the people themselves, and that's why the traveling is so important to me. I want to travel because I want to see the world, but I also want to travel because I want to get to know the people personally. I think that's really important, and people donating money is needed, but people actually getting involved is needed as well. So I want to be one of those people. I'm very, the things I'm very passionate about and the things I want to get more involved in are I'm helping the homeless, and I actually have a few projects I'm working on right now. I've got some emails out, I've got some people coming together. I'm really excited about that. So I probably will put up another GoFundMe for that specifically if you're interested in that, so stay tuned for that. I really have a passion for helping people in prison. I think they're very much thrown to the side and not seen as people, and whether or not, you know, they did something bad, they're still human beings, and I think everyone is deserving of having a supportive person there, or having a moment of peace. And a lot of those people, when they get out, you know, they aren't any better off than they were before. And I think if we can go into the prisons and really support them in learning or helping them be more peaceful or whatever, they're going to come out in a much better way and be able to integrate back into society. And I think that's really, really important. I'm really passionate about sustainable energy and also clean water. That's something that's huge on the planet. Obviously, to shift the climate change, we really need to focus on these things. And so that's really, really important. Also, something I am shifting into is veganism, because the meat and dairy industry is the biggest producer of green gas emissions. So definitely check that out. I'll link a few things down below explaining that, and a few great vegan channels. It's something that I'm doing for health. It's something I'm doing for the environment and, of course, the animals. So I'm really moving into that. It is, yeah, I'm really excited, and I have been feeling a lot better. So that's awesome as well. I want to help build community through art, and I want to help create community through people really getting to know each other. I think so much of the problem on this planet is we're so in our own little bubbles that we don't even really connect with other people. We don't understand the other perspectives. And so through art and dance and, you know, community gatherings, I think we can really open up this space of we are all one people. We don't have that many differences. And so I think that's really important. So I really want to work on that as well here at home, but also abroad as I travel. And honestly, sometimes the best thing we can do just in the moment is to be a supportive ear or shoulder to the people we're talking to. And I think that's also really important. I think we often forget the human aspect of giving to people. Yes, donating is awesome and it's going to be really helpful, but sometimes it's just saying, hey, I'm here to listen. And so I think that's something that's really needed too. So I really enjoy doing that as well. So as for traveling, I'm really passionate about exploring other cultures. I think we often get very caught up in our own culture and don't realize that people can live in very different ways and that they're just as valid. And I really found that when I went to Australia, even though Australia is very similar to America, just that slight difference, I was like, wow, it just gave me such a broad perspective. Even just hearing political stuff from Australia, or just hear like the other perspective from the outside, really gave me a really good perspective on what I thought was normal, and maybe that it's not normal. And also, that's okay. That what's normal for me doesn't have to be normal for other people, and their normal is just as awesome. So I think that was really important. It's really important for me, in my opinion, to share those experiences with other people. And that's why I want to help expand awareness through my YouTube channel and expand just our perception of the planet as a whole. Now, whether or not you believe in meditation and crystals and energy, that's fine. I'm not saying that's the only way we can help people of course. There's thousands of ways to help people. But honestly, that is what's truly helped me. I have found that crystals and meditation and oracle decks and all of these things have brought peace in my life. And when I've shared them with other people, I've seen the results in them as well. And I have always really enjoyed that. So of course, when we have something that really genuinely helps us, we like sharing it, because say, oh my God, this was so great. Maybe this will help this other person. So that's why I share my stuff on meditation and things like that. Now, when it comes to helping people, obviously, you want to meet them where they're at. So if someone needs food, I'll give them food, not a crystal. Like, of course. If someone needs just someone to talk to, I'll do that. But, you know, if I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, like I really feel like this would help them, and I'm like, hey, here's this crystal, and this is what it's done for me. Try it out. I mean, it can't hurt any. You put it in your pocket and see what happens. Then I'll do that. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm like, instead of all the other things, here's a crystal and it's going to solve your problems. Of course not. There's thousands of ways you can help someone, and it's really important to meet them where they're at, and have many different avenues for helping those people. And honestly, no matter how I do it, if I've brought peace and empowerment and self-love and hope to someone, I feel I've done my job, because that's going to set them off on a trajectory that maybe they wouldn't have gone before. And I feel like that's really amazing, and it just makes me feel really good. And because of my beliefs, I believe we're all one consciousness, and so I believe that if I feel good, if that other person feels good, it's going to help heal the collective conscious, and I think that's awesome. And honestly, I see the world as needing some serious, gentle, healing love. I feel that no matter what comes at you, it's really important to respond with love, kindness, and gentleness, because honestly, the people who respond with hate and hurt are honestly, in my opinion, the people who need the most love and are seeking the most love and need to feel like they're in a safe space, because someone who's genuinely happy and someone who's genuinely at peace doesn't hit back hardly. They understand. They are aware of that we all have our stuff and we are all hurting and we're all healing, and so there's a gentleness there. So all of the hate and agitation has just made me realize how much more we need to be more intense about our loving. As for people who want to donate to me, again, the fund was originally asking for people to donate who I had already personally helped. So I didn't feel I had to explain all of this because they already know who I am. If what I'm doing doesn't resonate with you, fine. That's really okay. And you don't have to donate. I'm not asking you to. That was never the plan. If you want to donate to charities, not through me, I actually am going to link below some charities that I personally have a love for. Some I've donated to, some I have not, but they are all subject matters that I feel are really important. So I'm going to link them down below, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them now. The first one is GALA, Global Awareness and Local Action. I'm looking at my computer so I can read this. Global Awareness and Local Action. This is actually one that's in my home state, and they are really about community and sustainable living and really just helping the community on a small level, and so that if all communities do that, we're going to create change, and I think that's really awesome. The next one is the official Standing Rock t-shirt, which has been posted by Shailene Woodley. That's only going to be up for another 4 days, so I'm hoping to get this up before that goes down. All the money for the Standing Rock t-shirts are going to helping Standing Rock, and I think that is freaking awesome. I've actually just bought a shirt yesterday. I'm so excited to get it. Sadly, I'm going to be only getting it in a few weeks, but yay! I'm really excited about that. The Fred Hollows Foundation is bringing sight to the blind. So this foundation is helping doctors around the world bring sight to people in rural areas where they can, when blindness is not like, not when blindness isn't, oh my gosh. This is for people who have blindness because of curable things that they don't have the money for. So not like, obviously, blindness that they were born with or whatever, but like cataracts or things like that. This foundation helps doctors go to those places where people don't have money and give them those surgeries, and I think that's really freaking awesome. The next one is Lifeline, which is in Australia, which is a crisis support and suicide prevention line. In Australia, they have op shops, like secondhand stores, and all the money for that goes to that suicide hotline and helping people who are in crisis. So I think that's really, really awesome. They're some of the best op shops in Australia, in my opinion. So yeah, that's really cool. The next one is the Indigenous Literacy Foundation, which is for the Indigenous people of Australia. Something I'm very passionate about, and I want to get involved with when I go back to Australia. I feel a deep connection there, and I really want to support them in that. So this is a site that helps bring books and literacy to these towns where the children don't have the ability to get those things. And the final one is WaterAid, which I feel like that's obvious. It's a company that helps bring clean water to places that don't have clean water. So I think that's awesome. So if any of those intrigue you, please go down below and donate to them. They're all awesome. And I made sure that they were specifically ones that had really good ratings. And also Gala, I literally know the people who do that. So they're amazing. So go check that out and send them some love. So anyway, this has always just been an I give out free content. If you want to help me, awesome thing. Again, I thought it would be easier than, say, Patreon, where you have to actually like give every month. I was just like, hey, you know, if in the moment you see one video and you're like, oh, that was awesome, that really helped me, oh, I want to help her travel. That was it. That was the whole plan. I honestly didn't think I was going to make that much money. But like I said, just as kind of a supplement to what I'm doing currently, I'm in the process of needing groceries. So that's really what's going down. Well, not now. A lot of people have donated, and I'm so thankful. So thank you very much for that. But even giving money for what I do isn't necessary. Yeah. I just thought it was a cool idea, just a one place where people could go, oh, this girl's cool. Because I like doing that for people that have helped me. There's a lot of really cool channels that I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. And when they have a GoFundMe or something like that, I'm like, oh, I want to do that because I am so thankful for the support I get. So I want to give back to the people who have helped me. So I just thought that made sense. I want you to know that like whatever money I make, whether it's from GoFundMe or my Etsy or my job when I get one, please universe, and anything in that sense, it's all going to go to this because this is what I'm actually passionate about. Even if I just had a job and I didn't do YouTube or whatever, I'd still be donating to these things because this is what makes me happy. And I love seeing people's faces when I help them, and I think that's awesome. And it would go back into creating and supporting people and all those things because I feel like that's what I'm here to do. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm just raising money to have a free holiday. That was never the intention. Do I want to travel? Yes. But I want to help as well. But I have to say, in this whole thing, with all the hate I've gotten, it's actually gotten me off the internet and off my phone. So thank you guys for helping me be more productive because I really needed that. So win-win for everyone. Honestly, I trust that everything happens for a reason, and I have a serious case of pronoia, which, if you don't know what that means, it means that I believe that the universe is there to support me. I honestly have always been beautifully supported, whether or not I had money, whether or not I was in trouble, all of those things. The universe, through people and just in general, has always been there for me. And so nothing can bring me down. Yeah, it's been really hard to read hate comments, but you know, I just had to say, no, that's not my reality. And I know in my heart where I'm at. And so it doesn't matter what other people think of me. I'm going to do what I know is right. And I'm going to continue with what I'm doing because I know it's blessed people because they've told me. So I'm not worried about it, and I am going to stay strong and just turn that around and put it back into the world as love. That's my goal. If anything, yeah, this has shown me that the world just needs more love because there's a lot of hurting people. So, yeah. So many people are unhappy and hopeless, and I want to be a part of changing that. I believe that we can be in a world where most, if not all, people are content and abundant and have the things they need. You know, I don't believe the world needs to be, you know, where everyone has 3 yachts. I don't think that's practical. But I believe that there's definitely room and space for everyone to have what they need to be able to pursue their dreams and to have a good life and to not just be working 24/7 just to survive. I don't think that's necessary. We have enough resources and we have enough things to make sure everyone's in a good space. Because at the root of it all, we are all conscious human beings and we're all worthy of love and our dreams. And I think that's really important. And I want to help as many people as I can to find that awareness. So all that being said, if you have any questions, please comment down below. I am very open with what I'm doing. And I want to answer your questions. If you honestly are like, hey, I don't know if I want to donate to you because you haven't been specific, please just ask. I am totally willing to tell you what I'm doing. And if you're interested in the projects I'm doing, like I said, I've got some stuff in the works. I'm going to be putting that out soon. So if you want to help me specifically, awesome. You don't have to donate. The more people involved, the better. But those are still in the process. That's why I haven't put them out yet. So they're coming. So yeah, that's the general idea. If what I'm doing doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. And if it really, really bothers you what I'm doing, by all means, share this horrible thing I'm doing, because honestly, you do you. That is fine. You're not going to bring me down. I just want to send you love. And I'm loving you, and I love you. So again, links below. Charities that I think are awesome. Obviously, if those don't resonate, go give money to something else, or go out and help those people specifically. That's awesome too. Also, down below, I want to post a few videos explaining why what I do resonates with me and some of the science behind it, and what's really helped me. So there's some videos explaining that. I'm also going to post some channels of some really, really awesome, empowering YouTubers who I feel are really just doing some awesome stuff and have some really great information, so you can check out those as well. Also, my social media links are down there. Currently, right now, most of them are not on, but my Instagram is still up, even though it's private. And my GoFundMe is still up, so have at that if you want to donate. Again, if you don't, that's okay. I'm not asking you. If you don't want to give, I'm not asking for your money. That's all good. And thank you for all the people who have already donated. You are amazing. I'm promising you that that money is going to go towards exactly what I said it was going to. So thank you so much. If you've gotten to the end of this video, thank you for supporting me, or just listening, honestly. And yeah, I love you all. And to all my regular subscribers, I'm still here, and I'm going to be still putting out content. And yeah, this is all I'm gonna make a video on. If there's something specific that someone has a really genuine question and I'm like, that's a good thing, I will I will either message them or do a video on it. But as for now, this is all I'm putting out, an explanation to what's been happening. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing me, and I'll be putting up videos very shortly. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So many blessings. Hope you have a beautiful and peaceful day. There's always light. There's always light. And I hope this brought clarity to what I'm doing. And thank you to everyone who's been supportive and sending me helpful messages. It's been really helpful. It's a small amount compared to all the hate, but each of those messages have been really, really helpful and really helped me stay above water. I feel like I've been doing really good, but every once in a while I'm like, oh my god, and then like one of those messages comes. It's like, oh, keep going, girl. I either know that you've got a good heart, or I've done traveling and I understand where you're coming from. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And yeah, I'm grateful for everyone, honestly. Whether or not you've sent hate or love, I'm grateful for you, because you've been a teacher and you've helped me either stand stronger in what I believe, or have really helped me to see what's needed. And it's all a lesson. It's all an experience. I'm very trusting that the universe is taking me where I need to be. So many blessings. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget, it's all about the soul journey.